There was.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lil Larry and the GM live
Howdy.
on Rivalry Week.
If you call it that rivalry week, yeah.
That's one of the topics I wanted to get into with you. But first things first, we just had the Hail Titans, and that was recorded in 2010, and they need to get their video team involved and re-record that.
Amen to that.
All right. This is what we wish for. This is what we hope for. Little Larry and the GM will be live from Titan Stadium, J.J. Keller Field. Come Saturday. Pack your bags. We got the 9-1 Oshkosh Titans going up against, or the 8-1. Sorry, I'm calling it too soon.
8-1.
I think I already just gave you my prediction. But we got the 8-1 Oshkosh Titans going up against the 9-0 Whitewater. I don't even know what they're Warriors, right? I don't even know what they are. Do you know?
Warhawks.
Warhawks, that's right.
They're the Warhawks.
Yeah, your little video's a little wacky there, bud. But yeah, this is what we hope for. This is a win, and you're in game. This is what I think every coach's, every athlete's dream is all about. You win, you're in. That's what you could ask for. We don't even need to cover last week's game. They won. Are you there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm lagging real bad tonight for some reason.
I can tell. We're struggling with you.
Hang on here. Let me. Everything's lagging right now here for some reason.
All right. Well, I'll just go ahead and talk. So basically,
do this.
Basically.
Yep. You just keep talking.
Basically, we were. Yeah, let me just go ahead and answer a couple questions. Who's a Bison Herd 06? I like this name.
Don't know who that is. I think I got a new fan.
We got new fans rolling in.
That's right. I'm recruiting.
That is good. So, yeah, Titans are rolling in. WEAC titles on the line. You win, you're in the Division III playoffs. You lose, and you're out. So, I'm sorry, they're 7-2. I forgot.
Yeah, we're 7-2.
I forgot about the Salisbury loss.
Come on.
I forgot about the Salisbury loss. My bad. Yeah. So, but it doesn't matter. We have one loss in the WEAC, and with how it's played out. Yep, I got the camera working, bud. Had to use this thing called Minicam. Thanks to the producer.
Mofo, you need to get my internet better, bud.
Mofo, I do want to appreciate the hard work. You put one video. You told me you'd have them all uploaded. You've gotten one on the YouTube channels. You've done nothing on Spotify or iTunes. So that's something I need you to work on. And I need you to start designing the channels. Also, another question is it time to move to the, I see a lot of streamers moving away from Twitch. Is it time to move so that maybe TJ could start showing a little bit more cleavage?
Amen to that.
Because that's a good question. All right. You want to break down this game?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm intrigued on this other game right now, too.
GM is, like always, watching the television. He's watching an upset alert between the number one Kentucky Wildcats and who?
Evansville.
I mean,
they're out of the Missouri Valley Conference.
Literally, it's literally like the first week of the year. It doesn't matter if they lose or not. They're still going to get in the tournament, and Evansville probably won't. So
yeah, that won't happen. Yeah, we can break down the game. It's commercial now too, so that's a positive.
All right. So basically, this is what I know. Whitewater is having a down year, even though they're ranked third in the country. So take that with what you will. Take that with a grain of salt. I know from the conversations I've had with the coach this week, he has great confidence in his guys. He's more. What I told him is he's more confident about the game this week than he was about the game last week, which baffles me.
Yeah, I think that goes back to our saying last week of you get a big win like that and you have nothing to lose this week. Granted, that's not a big win last week because they're the last place team in the league, but I mean they were putting up points left and right all season.
Yep.
So I mean, get a big momentum win like that. I mean, it carries over quite a bit, and like I said, to a do or die week. So
it is good to hear because I think my magic number at 18.3 is the break point. If the Titans score 18.3 points this week, they're going to win this game.
No one's going to score 18 points this week.
You think it's going to be that much of an offensive struggle between both sides?
We'll dig into it here in a minute if you want, or if you just want to dive into our predictions and stuff.
I want
to build it up a little bit.
I don't want to build it up. I want to get everybody's talking about this game. This is a question that I have. I wish the coach was on because I don't know the answer to it. What are the biggest rivalries in Division III football, and where does the Oshkosh Whitewater rank?
Mount Union's and that Texas team probably Mary Hardin Baylor, right?
But that's not a yearly thing.
Who they are. But I mean, by the time they get to the playoffs and stuff, but
I'm talking
is
there an LSU, Alabama, Auburn, Alabama, Michigan, Ohio State?
I would say the conference rival. Yes, this is probably up there with all the conferences.
I know probably Mount Union and John Carroll is probably a big one.
Yeah.
I think Marion Harding Baylor and something Simmons. Harding Simmons.
I mean, over the last 8 to 10 years or so, this has to be one of the biggest ones.
Yeah, I mean, if you just date back, coming to the team that wins the WEAC, I would say over the last 8 years have made it to the semifinals.
I wouldn't say over the last 8.
Pretty dang
I would
close.
say they would have pretty dang close.
I think you have a team in the semifinals just about every year. And that one year we had 2 because Whitewater lost to Marion Hardin Baylor in the semifinals, and then Oshkosh made it to the national championship.
And then lost to the Cheaters.
Speaking of cheaters, we'll get into the Astros, and I want to hear what you think about that.
I've already dug into that. But anyways, getting to my theory this upcoming weekend for one of the biggest games in Division III football is Mofo, you kind of asked what the weather's going to be like up there. And that's the reason why I'm saying very low score. There is winter weather coming in that night. Little wintry mix of rain, snow, sleet type of thing. And on that turf, it's going to be very difficult to score points, I think. And I am going to go 13-7 Oshkosh in overtime.
13-7 because of the wind and the rain that's going to be up there?
Yep.
Now
overtime.
What was the weather supposed to be like? I missed that part.
It is going to be a little wintry mix that evening because obviously we have a 6 p.m. game up there. There's some precipitation moving in the evening overnight on that Saturday. So I think that's going to play a large part of this game. I think it's going to be one up front with the Hogs. So hopefully Coach A. Archer has his boys going.
So here's something I just found on the internet because I wanted to see if there was any chatter happening on the D3 rankings. I thought this was kind of cool. I will pull it up. Full game. Look who we have. Is that okay, that's Texas Lutheran. I thought that was a Titan right there. It looks like the Titan
No.
uniform.
Yeah.
But I looked. So we have Whitewater at 8-0. Been ranked third all year. Marion, Harding, Baylor, and Mount Union has been flipping back and forth. You see Plattsville dropped out of the top 25 with their loss. But look who's starting to receive some votes here, boys. We got Oshkosh.
They've been receiving votes for the past couple weeks, which obviously is a good thing.
And this is how I want to rank the UWO or the WEAC in general. Is you have Platteville, La Crosse, Oshkosh, all receiving votes to be in the top 25, and then obviously you have Whitewater as well. I think the conference just beats each other up.
Yeah, they do.
And so that's where you start to lose a lot of your votes from.
Yeah.
Well, St. Thomas lost early on in the year to EAU Clare. And so that's where early on in the year you thought EAU Clare was going to be a surprise pick. Could we get the GM here? Could we get the GM?
Yeah, I'm good. It's under a minute 30 right now.
I like to call him EAU for Coach A. Archer. He doesn't enjoy when I do that. In the pod,
we're gonna have an upset.
He doesn't even watch. He's not even here, boys and girls. Start up after the game. That's what they're saying. Turn it off. Let's see. Are you in for Oshkosh, Michigan, Ohio State?
Yes, I am. I'm in. You're talking right now, bud.
Turn off. The people can see you. Or should I just?
I know they can.
Or should I just pull it up?
Pull what up? You gotta watch the biggest upset in college basketball history.
That's what we're doing, bud.
I mean, that's what we do on sports podcasts here. Come on.
Do you think on Sports Center they're just not looking at the camera? We're starting to lose viewers. Like we got the GM watching now.
Here's the thing is, on Sports Center and stuff, they have TVs directly in front of them.
Okay.
I can't.
Change your
I
setup.
don't have that capability. I need to. Yes, I should have. Sorry.
Is that? Are you watching in your office? Is that where you do the podcast from?
No, living room.
Why aren't you in the office?
Because I don't do things in the office.
Good answer. Because
that's one of Coach A. Archer's favorite lines. So that now they can't see me though, so that's a positive.
So here's what I think.
I'll tell you when it's over.
Here's what I think about the game. It's 18.3 is the magic number. Whitewater when I say they're having a down year, I'm saying it's a down year because their offense isn't as strong as it once was. Their defense is stacked like they always are. So I'm going to reign true to that 18.3 number. So it's a windy, rainy day. I'm guessing a couple extra points, maybe one field goal try. If I had to guess, I'm going to go with a 22 to 16. 22 to 16 victory for the Oshkosh Titans to bring home the WEAC title. We're going out Saturday night with the coach. We're going to celebrate, go really hard with them for that 8-hour stint with his family and whatnot to celebrate, and then he's right back in. He's right back into the film room, preparing for the playoffs. But if I have to remind you, the last time we went to watch Whitewater Oshkosh, we did not. I think we've only been to one Oshkosh Whitewater game. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And that was the first year that we went to Oshkosh?
The first year we were diehards in the RV. That was the first year of the RV, I do believe. Because I remember parking the RV.
So if that was the first year with the RV, so we went to a playoff game the year before where it wasn't Whitewater.
Correct.
Okay.
That was like that some kind of cupcake team that they blew out of the water.
Yeah. Yep. Well, that's where I'm the excited. So I got a 22-16 victory for the Oshkosh Titans. 18.3 is the magic number.
My magic number for me is 200 yards of rushing.
200 yards of rushing, controlled time of possession as well.
Yep, just like we did this past week. I made that statement of 250 yards on the ground last week, and Coach A. Archer told the boys, and they put up over 300 yards on the ground last week.
What was your thoughts on last week's game?
I think they came out and they smacked them right in the mouth early, going up 14-0. Little got away with keeping your foot on the accelerator, trying to bury a team. They let them hang around a little bit, which you can't do. But they were able to weather the storm a little bit there. Defense played lights out, I think, for that type of offense, and really got the job done.
And what is your thoughts? Do you have a little time to be on this podcast?
Yeah, I do.
I want you to look dead in that camera right there, and I want you to give me your Friday night speech that Coach Cerrone gives the team.
Oh my!
Friday
night speech?
What is this? What do you leave your team with?
I gotta take off the glasses.
What do you leave your team with on Friday night? You got one win against your rival, the biggest rival, and you say, boys, if we win, we're getting into the playoffs. Continue streak, brick by brick.
I probably can't say majority of those words on this air.
No,
because we'd probably get kicked off.
This is an adult stream. You're allowed to say whatever you want, bud.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Soul stare.
Children, listen to this. I'm not like you. Anyways, I would say boys, we got here. We weathered the storm this year. Had a couple tough losses. It's time to revenge ourselves from last year being the shitbed of the WEAC.
Preach.
Where we've never been. And now we've came from the bottom to the top brick by brick. Let's go lay that one last brick and win a WEAC championship. Are you with me?
Time to kill that Warhawk, huh?
That's right.
We're full time.
Hey, can you put me back on the hidden image real quick, please? I got 7 seconds left in this game.
See, we didn't get the full. We don't have the GM pumped up yet. We're trying to get him there. Yes. So, couple things of last week. Our starting guard broke his leg. I don't know if you know that, GM.
Yeah, I know that. I talked to Coach about it.
Okay.
He sent that in that group message, and I said was next man up.
Next man up. Step up.
I mean that's the way it's got to be. Next man up.
But we are Tony number 17 is playing Antichrist. So that was the guy who tore his ACL first game of the year. We were really concerned about. He hasn't been back to full strength.
I think they've been holding him out some.
I 100% agree. I think they've been holding him back, and then I think you're going to be firing on all cylinders. You need him this week.
He'll be ready to go. Obviously, the seniors too. I mean, it means a lot to those guys going out and winning a WEAC title too. So, it'll be a dandy.
I'm excited for it. Like I said, we're going to be live from J.J. Keller Field.
Did you get with Ken and Tim yet?
Yes, I did.
And?
We will have field passes.
Field passes?
Yeah.
Nice. So we're going to be down there in the elements on the field.
If we go wherever you want to go, but yes.
All right. Because I was looking at all this media coverage coming in for this game. There's going to be quite a bit.
100%. It's a night game. You're talking winning in. You're talking
you got
WEAC
Titan
championship.
TV, you got Titan Radio. You got the Warhawk TV coming in. The Warhawk Radio coming in. And just who knows, ESPN Ocho may be there.
Yeah.
You never know.
Is going to be there too. Yeah, I'm excited for them.
Who?
Your internet cut out for half of that, bud.
Oh, sorry, buddy.
So
Sorry.
yeah, we're gonna hopefully get on the field, and for the fans who are watching, we are doing hashtag blackout.
That's right. We gotta get us some black swag, some more.
Yep. I have long sleeve shirts, so I gotta find like a jacket or a sweatshirt. But if it's gonna be raining, you gotta get some of that Gore-Tex that Halter always preaches about.
Amen to that. My serious question is, are we going in suit and tie?
Well, one of the questions that we had, I thought would be really awesome for this podcast. Have you packed yet?
I have not packed yet. I have been a busy man over the past couple weeks.
Good.
I just got back from a wedding. Been pretty busy at work. Been helping the wife at the baby pantry, doing a few things. So it's been pretty long nights here.
So that's perfect. So that means let's take the camera, go to your closet, and you pack tonight. You show the fans what you're packing.
That's not going to happen.
Why? This is what the people want to see.
Because it's dirty.
It's dirty.
I will record it and we can put it up later.
Well, we need you. We want it. We want me and more to. This is quality content. Everybody's asking. We want to see the GM pack for a business trip, and I'm saying it's business because the Oshkosh Titans are going to take care of business Saturday night.
You're crazy.
This is what
I don't even have. The stuff's dirty.
This is, I mean, again, I agree with you when it comes to Coach Cerrone and what he says to the team on Friday night. But I'll leave out as many swear words as I can. But basically, I think he walks into that locker room and he looks each of those freshmen and sophomores.
Hang on, boys.
Freshmen, sophomores, and juniors in the eye.
For a minute. There.
He's not on mute. We're leaving it, boys.
Hang on. Can you hear me?
Nope.
There. You still there?
Oh, got you now.
Still there?
Yep.
I think someone's at my door. Hang on for a minute.
Uh-oh. Cops?
Hang on. Maybe. Hang on. I'll be right back.
We're hanging on.
You right? You hear me?
Oh, we got you.
No, you don't.
Yeah, we hear you.
Hang on.
Who swatted the GM? Who swatted the GM, ladies and gentlemen? He is gone. Cops are at his door. He has no idea what's going on. Silence.
Still there?
Yeah, we're here.
Sorry about that, boys. No one's there.
No one's at the door. There's false alarm.
Nope. The wife was in the shower, so she couldn't hear me.
Oh my goodness.
By the way, number one has went down. So I'm all in now, bud.
Finally. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Little Larry and the Coach podcast.
Let's go!
Welcome to Little Larry and the Coach podcast. We're here with the GM. Let's play some intro music. Let's get it started today. This is a big week. We got rivalry week here with the Whitewater Warhawks versus the University of Wisconsin Oshkosh. This is what hopes and dreams are made of. And like always, we're gonna start out. Let's get a little Larry and the Coach. I gotta crank it up to 11 because that's one of the concerns everybody always has. And I'm gonna turn this up.
We're gonna talk about sports. Little Larry and the Coach. We're gonna talk about sports. It's Little Larry and the Coach.
It's unbelievable. This guy is unbelievable tonight. I've never seen a worse performed podcast than what we've done tonight. This is coach's level of embarrassment. And I hope the coach is watching this because this is what I've had to deal with for 2 years when he was on Little Larry the Coach. It's just, I hope you're watching this.
I don't know what's happened to the internet tonight.
It's time for you to invest.
No, because my internet's lagging.
It's time for you to invest in a Verizon mobile hotspot there, bud.
Amen to that. I need one.
All right.
Because Hebron, Ohio's internet is absolute garbage. Sorry.
Patreon. We need to start a Patreon. But
So, do I need to give another speech?
yeah, I would like you to give a speech with a little passion this time and not what you gave last time. So Coach Arodi walks in the room after a good.
Well, maybe if the internet.
All right, I'll keep talking.
Give me a minute. I gotta stand up for this.
Well, wait till you get better internet. We'll keep talking until you get a little clearer. But
Still there?
yeah, we're still here, bud.
I don't know what's happening tonight. I really don't.
I said I hope Coach watches this podcast because this is what I had to deal with for 2 years. You're lucky this is your first time at it.
Sorry.
It's all right.
I'm usually not like this every night.
I know. You're usually.
I don't know what's happening tonight.
You're usually.
It's probably because of winter weather.
You're usually watching the internet, or you're watching the TV screen like this over here when podcast's going. That's what you're usually doing. All right.
I don't know when this internet's going to be good for this speech, but we could give it one heck of a shot.
It's pretty damn good right now. Coach Cerrone walks in after a Friday night walkthrough. The door shuts. He looks at his players, and he's doing what?
Boys, I told you guys fucking sucked last year, and you did. But this year, you have stepped it up brick by brick. Now let's go lay the final brick and whoop these son of a bitches' asses. Let's go!
I like it. Brick by brick, gotta throw it in there. U-W-O, U-W-O. I'm ready. I'm. You know what? I'm about ready to run through a wall, bud. I'm ready to run through a brick wall.
Amen to that.
Woo! That was good.
By the way, my internet is absolutely terrible tonight. I don't know why.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I'm almost wondering if it's because this is the first time that you're actually able to see me through Skype.
It could be. I'm going to do one thing real quick. Hang on a minute.
Yep. Oh,
this could be a very bad thing.
This
could be a very bad thing what I'm about to do.
All right, here we go. Here you go.
Can you still see me?
Nope.
Can you still see me?
Not yet, bud. We're going to call this podcast the biggest podcast of the year, Trial and Error with the GM, TJ Lyons.
Sorry. I'm just trying to do some things here.
There we go.
Can you see me yet?
Yes, we do.
Perfect. That's better, I think, maybe.
That's a little better lighting, too. Where did you turn that?
I just went off of my laptop.
Okay. Versus where?
Instead of off the high definition HP 1080p camera.
All right. Very good.
So I just did it on that.
I got a question for you here, bud. We're gonna transition to the NFL.
If you guys want to see me pack my bag tonight, I could.
There we go. We're gonna do that right after. I got a couple of questions for you. NFL. Kansas City is in a world of fucking hurt.
Amen to that, but by God, they have Patrick Mahomes. That's keeping me afloat in our wonderful fantasy league.
Well, that's the key to what I'm about to say. Patrick Mahomes is on a rookie contract, and their defense is fucking terrible. So when you have to pay Patrick Mahomes $240 million, what is going to come of the team then? He has nobody around him. They're probably going to lose Tyreek Hill. They're not going to be able to afford him. and Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce as well. I mean, what are you going to do?
You just got to cipher through your roster and try to find the best value and try to get rid of some bad contracts and stuff like that. I mean, sort of like the Browns are going to be in that predicament soon, unfortunately, even though we're god awful.
Do you think Baker Mayfield is the answer?
Yes, still.
Because I mean,
at least we're not the fucking Cincinnati Bengals.
That is true. That was where I wanted to head to next. The Cincinnati Bengals will have the first draft pick of the year. Would you pick Chase Young because you know he's a surefire top tier talent in the NFL?
Yes.
And then because you know you're going to suck again, and you could get a quarterback the following year.
Yeah, you got to build a defense, I think, in the NFL. I mean, you got to get after quarterbacks, even though these roles are pretty lenient on the defensive side, but you got to get after quarterbacks.
I also, and here's the reason why
you can win with a mediocre quarterback.
And this is where I was headed. I said, if you take Chase Young first pick and you build that great defense, like I was saying, then you would be able to at least get a veteran, like almost like a Fitzmagic, a better version of Fitzpatrick, but you could almost get a Fitzmagic to take care of the rest.
Yeah.
And
I just switched the camera around there for a minute because the wife's going to be coming out of the shower.
Jeepers. That would get us kicked off Twitch, bud.
Yeah, that's why I switched around real quick.
Hi, Poppy. That's what she's probably saying.
Amen.
Amen to that. All
Sorry
right.
to interrupt.
Yeah, so that was that's where I wanted to head with the Bengals. Obviously, we have a big game this week between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. What's your breakdown of that Thursday night game?
Browns by 10.
Browns by 10 with that Steelers defense?
Amen. Browns by 10.
I mean,
24-14.
I could see that simply just because I don't have a whole lot of faith in our offense yet. Our offense is pretty god-awful. Mason Rudolph has shown that he's not the... What? Mason Rudolph has...
Andy's got him going.
He does not have him going. Our team... Let me just pull up some stats here.
Go ahead.
Mason Rudolph has shown that he is not the answer.
Who do you want to put back there right now?
We are the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Your boy Charlie Batch?
Here you go. The Pittsburgh Steelers are 28. Yes, I would take Charlie Batch. Are 28th in the league in total offense. Just behind us is the Chicago Bears, the Washington Redskins, the Miami Dolphins, and the New York Jets. How crazy is that?
Pretty bad. But you're in the playoff. You're in the playoffs right now, bud.
We're plus 13 in turnover differential, though. How crazy?
Your boy Fitzpatrick came up with another big pick.
And a scoop and score, bud.
Yeah, he's that's the guy Baker's got to stay away from.
How can you stay?
Thursday.
How can you stay away from a center fielder?
You got to throw away from him.
And then what's your thoughts on?
You got to.
What's your thoughts on transitioning again? Ohio State Buckeyes. Chase Young situation. How many games are you hearing?
Sorry?
How many games are you hearing for Chase Young?
I honestly thought what the heck? I honestly thought it was going to be more initially, but I think it's only going to be one more game this upcoming week.
Is that what your sources are telling you?
Say what?
Is that what your sources are telling you?
I haven't asked any of my sources
Really?
of what they expect. Yeah, that's just my gut feeling. Is just one more game.
All right. And so you think we'll have them back for the Penn State game, which Penn State showed their true colors, or is Minnesota a better team than what we thought?
Minnesota's pretty dang good. I watched a majority of that second quarter, third quarter. Once we got out to Illinois for our wedding over the weekend, I watched majority of that game, and Minnesota's pretty dang good. You start rowing the boat.
Do they still have Iowa?
They go at it.
Are they going to be playing Iowa and Wisconsin?
Yeah, they got Iowa this week at Iowa, I do believe, and then they finish with Wisconsin. So as long as they win at Iowa this week, and then they have, I think, Northwestern in between the two.
That's true.
They have the North locked up.
Yeah, so
the East or whatever, the West. Sorry.
So they got number 7 Minnesota's going to Iowa. Then they got Northwestern, and then they got Wisconsin at home. So they still have. I mean, they have a very much backloaded schedule.
Well, as long as they win the next 2 weeks, they don't have to worry about Wisconsin. They'd be headed to the Big Ten title game because they're up 2 games in the column.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So
Wisconsin has 2 Big Ten losses.
So pretty much they just got to fall off the horse, basically, in order for them not to make the Big Ten championship.
They got to lose 2 games. Yeah. Wisconsin's got to have them lose one of these 2 coming up to have Wisconsin give them a shot. But I think Minnesota's in the Big Ten championship game.
You're the GM of the Cincinnati. You're GM of Cincinnati Bengals. Owner tells you we want a quarterback. Who you taking, Joe Burrow or Tua?
I would tell him it's my pick, and tough shit, I'm taking Chase Young.
Wow. Now, have you been in a position where the ownership, as a GM, have you been in a position where they're asking or telling you to take a certain guy?
Absolutely, I'd tell them it's my team. Coaches tell me that once in a while.
How do you manage that? I mean, it's easier to tell a coach, but if the guy who's writing your paycheck is telling you something, how do you manage that conversation?
I simply say, you trust me. That's why I'm here to do what I'm doing, and you trust the process.
Trust the process, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. What about
that's what you got to do?
Where are we at in terms of the Bison rosters so far? How are we filling it out? What are we lacking? What's our depth chart
Bison roster is 31 of the 32 were done coming into today. I lost one today, so I'm down to 30 of the 32 now.
So you have 2 roster spots to fill.
Yeah, both. I would need pitchers for both those spots, and then obviously we'll get a lot more guys on the pitching staff. We'll overtake guys because obviously we'll lose more before the summer begins.
What caused you to lose this last recruit, and what causes you to lose recruits during the course of the season?
This last recruit had a surgery, and unfortunately during the surgery something happened with his heart, and he had to have open heart surgery, and he's done playing college baseball for the rest of his life.
Yikers.
So there you go. Those are the type of situations that come up during the off-season stuff, and that's how, obviously not that type of situation, but guys who get hurt during the seasons and just all kinds of crazy stuff happens.
But how many players have you lost to just don't want to come join the team?
I would say you probably average 2 to 3 every year.
Yeah, and that's simply because of homesick or something just changes their mind. Obviously, it's going to change.
Homesick, grades. I mean, one kid, 2 years ago, went from playing college baseball to wanting to play college football. So
yeah,
it's like, all right, have fun.
And I think one of the things that you're going to experience now is that you've cultivated a winning program. So people are probably going to be more likely to come out and play. Whereas last year, you're recruiting guys to turn the ship around.
Yep. That's why I kind of, I mean, even this year, I stayed with that same format of good quality guys who really want to work at it.
Yeah.
And guys who aren't going to give you an attitude or anything like that. So.
Same coaching staff coming back this year.
Nope. Brand new coaching staff.
How much does that hurt or help your team moving forward? That consistency.
I think it'll help us quite. I mean, you have a lot of roster turnover every year, so the coaching staff really doesn't matter.
But can it matter though? Because if you keep that consistency in the coaching staff, then you say, you set a precedence. This is how we manage business.
On this GM is, I want players to be able to get drafted, and I want coaches on our roster who coach our summer teams be able to go to and land a head coaching job somewhere. I don't want an assistant coach every single year. I want this guy, whoever it is, to be able to be a head coach within 2 years.
So you're not hiring a head coach from a high school or a small college from the area?
Correct.
Why is the head coach simply just doesn't want that job?
What, head coach, like at a college or what?
Yeah, a coach of a high school or a college. Do they just simply not want that summer league job because they got other priorities?
I mean, yeah, I get resumes all the time from high school coaches and small colleges like that, but I just throw them out the window because I'm not going to take a guy like that. I want a guy who's really wanting to be a college head coach one day.
Would you take the coach A. Archer?
Potentially. Obviously, it's a whole entire different concept because he's football.
When will we start transitioning into Newark Bison and throw out? I want a jersey and hat reveal.
It's already out.
I want hard copies on the stream.
It's already on the website and social medias, bud.
I'm saying, do you have a hard copy of the jersey or the hat? Go get it. I would like to see.
Oh, like physically with me right now?
That is true. Yeah.
I can pull it up on my phone if you want.
No, I want you wearing. Do you have a physical hat? The design?
No, not yet.
That's what I'm asking.
I just have a jacket. Sorry.
That's what I want.
I just have a jacket right now and one of these wonderful 3/4 sweatshirts.
Ooh, you got the sweatshirts. You like that from the Titans, huh?
You want to see that 3/4 sweatshirt?
Yeah, I do.
Go grab that.
Let's take a look.
All right. I'm not going to take the camera.
Hey, bring your suitcase too, because you're packing your bag, bud. Let's go. Take the people with you.
All right, I got to go get my suit. Hang on. I'll be right back. You can talk for a minute.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are preparing to get the GM's suitcase packed for the Oshkosh trip. I want you to start piling in your suggestions. Do you want him to wear this, that, red underwear, brown underwear? He's probably going to need brown underwear because I'm going to hit that brown note on the plane and he's going to shit his pants. What kind of lucky socks? What kind of lucky underwear does he have? We're going to need all the help we could get. So flood in, hit subscribe, hit the donations, follow us on the YouTube channel. You know what I am curious, when we land in Chicago O'Hare on Saturday morning and we have that hour transition period, I would like to probably go to one of the bars. We're going to be flying United, so like in concourse B or C. I want to go find a bar, and I'll
There it is, boys.
Let's see it. I want to have a Bloody Mary. I've never had one. Stand up. Let's see it.
You can't see that?
No. You only see your bottom half, bud. Nice.
Oh, you need the top half. You got it?
No, you angled it the wrong way.
Oh, sorry, bud. Right there.
What is that on the bottom
See?
there? What does it say on the bottom? Bison baseball. And
That's
then
no
what?
B.
OB.
That's no B.
What's that stand for?
Ohio Bison.
Oh,
Ohio Bison.
Oh, I thought it was Newark Bison.
That's what we're called, not Newark Bison.
Okay.
No. Ohio Bison, but
I like those.
Come on, get with the program.
Those are nice. How does little Larry get one of those?
I could get you guys some.
Like to fill it out to maybe some of our subscribers too. Let's get him wearing it. Let's get him get it worn around Ohio.
It's nice and comfy. Lot better than that Oshkosh one.
What's your drink of choice at 7 a.m. on Saturday?
On Saturday?
On Saturday.
Oh boy.
Fireball
shot.
We just arrived the Columbus Municipal Air CMH.
That's John Glenn International Airport. Get it right.
John Glenn. And what's the first drink you're ordering?
A Fireball.
Fireball to get it started before the plane ride. I was saying when you were gone, I said when I land in O'Hare, I think I'm going to try to find the best bar that serves a Bloody Mary. I've never had one.
I'll be out.
I'm not saying it for you. I'm just saying I've never had a Bloody Mary. I'm going to be willing to try one. I love tomato juice. It's the vodka that scares me.
I got bad news. Is I got my drinking tolerance up this past weekend, so I'm ready.
All right, rock and roll.
Titans are coming back. It's gonna be a good weekend.
Oh, there we go. Jay Halter has a good suggestion. Wait until Wisconsin to have a Bloody Mary.
Amen to that.
All right. So
maybe Mike Archer would have some ready for us.
There you go. I think it's time. I think the grand finale of this podcast, the people were asking about it. We want to see what are your lucky socks? What's the lucky things that you have going on?
Lucky socks would just be some black Hanes low-cut socks.
Okay.
And then my wonderful suit for the weekend right here.
Men's Warehouse suit. I like it.
It's bringing us luck.
Is that black tie?
It's bringing us luck this weekend. Nope. Even a special one.
Oh my gosh.
It is a red one.
A red tie? How does that do anything with Oshkosh?
Neutral, bud. You got to stay neutral this weekend a little bit.
No, you don't.
A business trip.
This is a Homer trip.
I don't have the Oshkosh stuff out yet, bud.
So we can't go to your room right now, and we can't get packed.
No, not right now.
Jay
Wife's taking care of business.
Jay Halderton is losing his shit right now because you have a tied tie in your bag. Let's see the knot.
Yep.
Let's see the knot.
Hey, I had to YouTube this sucker, by the way, in about 5 minutes because I don't know how to tie ties. You want to see it around the neck, Jay Halderton?
Can you do it live? Can you do it live right here? Untie
what,
that.
To tie the tie?
Yeah, untie it. And
Absolutely not.
I want to see it done live.
Not. Absolutely not.
That's a little half Windsor.
Right there. Yep, right there. See? How's that look?
Not bad. Actually, doesn't look too bad.
That was in about 5 minutes worth of work right there.
There you go.
I would not be able to do that
up.
again.
I want to see if it does that touch your belt line. Stand up.
Hey, hang on.
That is good. Maybe.
See?
Tighten it.
Oh.
Yeah, that's good. Hey, leave it tied.
Right there.
If it works for him, leave it tied. That's nice. All right, so are you refusing to do a live pack bag for Oshkosh?
Absolutely.
Okay.
The wife's taking care of business.
What does that mean? She using the toilet?
I can't explain those issues.
All right.
She's taking care of business right now.
So what is your final score prediction come Saturday?
I'm staying with it. 13-7. Oshkosh in overtime. Touchdown to win the game.
The Division
We
3
force a whitewater turnover.
Division 3 football overtime rules the same as Division 1. Starts on the 25-yard line.
Absolutely. Yep, I say we get a turnover on Whitewater. They don't even have a chance at a field goal, and Cody Berghammer hits a wide open number 17 wide receiver for a touchdown. Titans.
I got again,
and we're going nuts and throwing snowballs and everything in the air.
Again, I think with the weather, I think with the magic number, and that's something that I've been playing heavily on. If Oshkosh Titans could play some good defense, I think it's going to be 22-16 victory for the Titans.
That's a very odd number, Larry.
I'm thinking I'm thinking missed field goals. I'm thinking missed extra points, and then some 2-point conversions. If you're telling me with the wind and the rain that's coming and the cold, I think you're gonna have some sloppy football.
Let me see if the weather forecast improved by any miracle. I don't think it has, but let me just double check for us.
Yep, let's look for Saturday.
Last I saw, it was like mid 30s, high 20s, with that wintry weather mix.
Well, shit, just to go stand outside and prepare for it. It's cold outside right now in Ohio.
Amen to that. It's freaking cold as balls outside right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Jay Hallerton, to answer your question, ball security has been a bigger
hope the hell we
issue.
don't get snow. There's snow coming in Sunday up there.
Okay. Ball security.
Holy shit, it's almost colder here than Oshkosh, Wisconsin.
Yeah. Ball security has been a problem for the Titans as well this year. I think Berghammer's turned the ball over every game. So, we had two interceptions last week.
Saturday night, 26 degrees, snow showers during the evening, developing more harder after midnight. Chance of snow 40%. Winds 10 to 15 miles per hour.
Ooh.
See, this is the thing. If Sunday's forecast increases up to Saturday night even more, it's rain and snow in the morning. Rain and snow in the morning on Sunday, transitioning to snow showers in the afternoon. So if that precipitations get here a little bit earlier, it could be dicey Saturday night.
And I don't want to burst your bubble, but Chicago O'Hare is known to be the domino airport. It means if one flight gets canceled, then it domino effects all the way out. I've lived it. It's not fun.
Well, you guys better get ready to be delayed a little bit.
You know what I'm delayed? The only delay I need is
It's here for another week.
The question, does the WEAC bring the trophy? Because the winner is going to hoist that trophy.
I hope so. I hope so.
I would love to get a picture.
If there is a trophy involved, we are going into the press conference with Coach Cerrone.
If there's a trophy involved, I'm holding it, and we're getting a Lil Larry and the coach picture.
Live in the coach's offices.
I want that trophy now. I need to have it in my hands.
I am so jacked right now, by the way, for this upcoming trip.
Are you hard? Yeah. Are you hard?
Yes, I am. I can't show you that.
All right.
Yeah, Jay Hallerton, we can always have post-game pressers, bud.
I'm always available for the post-game pressers. It's just whether or not I'm decided to go into them or not. If the Oshkosh Titans win, I'm going into the post-game presser, and I'm going to throw.
Absolutely, we're all three going in.
I'm throwing softballs to Cerrone. I'll say, Coach, how damn good does it feel to just spank those White Hawks or the Warhawks? Warhawks and get him out of here. And bring home the WEAC title after a down year. And he's going to say he's love it. We're the number one fans in the country. That's bottom line.
Amen to that. We will also have those Tom Rinaldi stories. I think those are we got to do those, Larry. I think I have a feeling about those.
My problem with that is this is this a podcast about the Coach A. Archer, or is this a podcast about the team that Coach A. Archer coaches for?
The team. We have some good influence. I mean, Coach's dad is he don't have to talk about his son, and then Coach's soon-to-be wife can talk about the team.
Yeah, I haven't made the decision yet.
We got to do some interviews, but I think up there, we got to get some players' parents. We got to get on it this time, I have a feeling.
My question to you, and this is something that we're going to have to work out, is what kind of content does the viewers want? Do we want something alive during the game, on the field, or in the press box, or do we want more pre-halftime and post-game?
Amen to that, Jay Holderton. I do need to have good internet. I'm in the era of more pregame, halftime, and postgame stuff, and let the viewers watch on Titan TV. It's gonna be cold as balls, and our internet's not gonna be very good up there.
And I have a few text forums that I could weigh in on and see what the general crowd is feeling.
Yeah, I would throw that out there and see what happens. I mean, Mofo's gonna win us live, but he's not up there.
Well, also, the thing with Mofo is we need to get our fans involved in getting him to put all of our content, transition it over to YouTube, as well as...
How much does that take?
We already did the first episode. If you look up Lil Larry and the Coach Big Sports Talk Radio podcast on YouTube, there we are. Episode 1's there.
We just need to sit down and pound it out one night.
Sit down and pound it out. So we got that, and then we need to transition all that content over to Spotify and Apple Music.
Absolutely. Because Twitch TV's slowly going down, I think.
Twitch TV is just not known by the public audience. They don't know the game or in this streaming platform. But if they know, if you say YouTube or Spotify, they know it.
I think our viewers would go up significantly if we got to YouTube.
100%. I 100% agree.
I could get a lot more people involved.
Very good. Well, we got our predictions in. We're excited. Make sure you rest because Saturday is going to be a long night.
I'm getting rested up, but I may Friday night may be a little difficult for me, so I'll see.
Why? What's
I may
happening
have to
Friday?
go up to,
Are you having a playoff game again?
I have to go up to Findlay Friday night for our league meeting, for our scheduling meeting.
Scheduling?
So, for the tournament, next summer. Not tournament.
Next summer, football or baseball?
Baseball. Ohio Bison, bud.
Ohio Bison's already
Great
started
Lakes
out.
Scheduling meeting. Yeah. And then we had a league meeting on Saturday, too. I got out of that, by the way.
A lot of people excited. What's the feel with the summer league this year around you guys changing your name and everything?
A lot within the county or what?
Conference.
Or in the league?
The league, in the county.
The league's fine with it. I mean, there's a lot of things happening within the league. We got one new team in, one team out. A couple other teams almost came in. We ended up doing that this year, so they'll probably come in a couple more years down the road. And then around the county and stuff, it's a lot of good positive vibes right now.
Do you think your next step up in this summer baseball thing? Do you think you could eventually be the commissioner of the Summer Great Lakes League?
I've already been asked to be the president, pretty much. I told him no.
Why not? Is that just added responsibility, or does that take away from being a GM?
added responsibility, taking some away from being a GM. But I think I'm only going to have this for like 2 or 3 more years and right off in the sunset.
Yeah, right into Huntington Park, right to be the Clippers GM.
Being done with everything.
I thought you were going to be the Clippers.
I've done it way too long.
I thought you were going to be the Columbus Clippers
No.
GM.
Negative on that, Willie. We didn't get into baseball tonight.
Yeah.
Houston Astros fiasco.
Yeah, let's. I want to know about the Houston Astros fiasco.
Why don't you dive into it first? What you think? I want to hear you first.
Well, I think that organization is in complete chaos. You have the whole incident with their assistant GM talking smack to the reporter after the playoff game. I heard of Nolan Ryan's son left the organization because of kind of how dysfunctional they are in there. It's just kind of like a good old boys club.
He didn't leave. They let him go. Yeah.
What does that mean? Fired him or
they let him go. They let Nolan Ryan's son go, and then Nolan left, being like on the advisory board or whatever they called it.
Which, if his son was bad at the job, then I don't, because I have that same problem with Mike Golick Jr. and Chris Collinsworth's son being at ESPN and getting the spotlight, because I think they're terrible. I don't like listening to them. And Daddy's the only reason that they got those positions. So if he's,
I strongly believe that.
If it didn't do a good job, then I'm all for him getting fired. But I thought he left because of the dysfunction in the organization. And then this story, which was kind of leaked at the time, where they kind of thought that they were stealing signs. I kind of go back and forth because the problem I have with it is I don't mind if a team tries to steal signs when they're on second base, or if the coach is giving signs and then you have your dugout watching the
Jerry
coach.
Thorpe.
Yep, and you have your guys watching and stealing signs. If you could pick up with the hand signals or the taps that they're doing. Where I do have a problem is when they had a camera in center field pointing directly in on the catcher with no runners on. That is where it starts to get a little sketchy to me, and that's where there is an advantage, and that's where I do see a problem. It's going to be. I'm curious to see how the MLB reacts to this, because that's the year they won the World Series, right?
Yep, 2017.
So do you do essentially what happened to Marion Hardy Baylor? Do you strip them but not reward the other team with the victory?
That would be the first ever stripped World Series title to my knowledge. I don't think that would happen. I think they would just get a what do you call it in NCAA, as a death penalty, pretty much, and pretty much hit them with draft picks and some other stuff. I think it's absolutely idiotic bullcrap that all this has happened. I think there's more teams that do it that just haven't been caught yet. Obviously, they've been getting away with it and stuff like that, but this is to the extreme of having that camera in center field. And from reading the article and stuff, I guess the train out there in left field would hit their horn or something on certain pitches, and there was all kinds of crazy crap happening. So
when you say that
I was absolutely blown away of all the crap that.
When you say the MLB is going to give the death penalty to them, kind of like the NCAA, how can they do that? Do they take draft picks away? Do they
get rid of take away draft picks?
Fine them.
Take away. Fine them. You could drop their salary, cap thing, team whatever, or hit them with a more of a luxury tax. There's all kinds of things that they could do to them.
Now,
Obviously, the draft picks mean quite a bit. Maybe even they throw in there that they can't trade for people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which would be very crazy.
One of the last things I want to ask you.
It's definitely going to be interesting to see it play out because this is the first big instance like this in Major League Baseball that's really come out.
Well, since the steroid.
Well, yeah, this is like true everyone cheating on that team pretty much.
Corruption of the whole
compared to
organization.
one player. Yeah.
And that's kind of
compared
crazy.
to one player taking roids.
Yeah, it's crazy too because you don't see anybody talking about it. You don't see any of their players talking about it.
Yeah, it's been all hush hush. So we'll see.
Did the Settlers? Did you ever watch the dugout, or does the catchers pretty much call the game?
Our college teams catchers usually call them unless we get in the playoffs and stuff like that. We know what guys have been doing, and we at least let catcher know of stuff. So catcher calls the game pretty much the whole entire time.
So that makes it pretty impossible unless you're doing something similar where you have a camera from the outfield.
Or a guy on second base picking them up, which obviously we all know you just got to do different cadence.
Yeah.
So we picked them up quite a bit this past summer.
So this year, do you want me out in the outfield with the camera?
Absolutely. You can get up there and above center field wall and get some binoculars.
Yeah, I'll start calling them for you.
I wouldn't go that far.
All right. Well, very good. I'm excited for the game. I get plenty of rest, like I said, this weekend. I'll test the waters. I'll be in Chicago Thursday. I'm flying home Friday, flying back out Saturday, bud.
God bless. You're a dedicated guy. You know that?
That's what I'm trying to do.
It's all about those Titans.
It's all about the Titans. UWO.
We'll be having a lot of live feeds in Saturday morning at John Glenn International Airport. And then once we get to Chicago, we'll be going live. We'll be having all kinds of feeds.
Very good. Godspeed. I'm gonna
amped up. We're ready.
Little Larry and the coach, here it goes.
We're gonna talk about
React
sports.
champs.
We're gonna talk about sports. We're gonna talk about sports. Things like chicken wings. There's little Larry and the
Rock and roll. Go Titans.
Hail Titans.